What's good, everybody? Welcome to my channel. It is so great to have you here. I'm so grateful that you decided to click on little old me. I'm not that little, but still, thank you. So basically, I hope that you are well, and if you are unfortunately not well when this video finds you, I pray that this video brings you just a eensy weensy teensy bit of joy, you know, and maybe spark something joyful within you. And I just pray that that happens. So, I am gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it raw. This is all the way out of my comfort zone, but this is something that God put on my heart to do and to start, so we're gonna do it. So basically, I'm just gonna start from the beginning, and the question is, what is Shake the World? What is it? What does it mean? What does it stand for? Where did it come from? So I'm gonna start all the way from the beginning. So basically, I was in college and I was on the pre-med track, and my dream was to be a pediatrician and work as a doctor and just help kids, and yeah, that was the start. And like, once I got to learning more about the medical field and just Western medicine in general, I kind of just started to say, like, when I get into the medical field, I'm going to shake the world. Like, I'm going to shake the world in the medical field, and I'm just going to do something all the way different that you've never seen a doctor do before. And that changed. So, like, once I got to learning more about Western medicine and educating myself on the subject and exactly like what it entails, I realized that I didn't want to be like a traditional doctor, and I kind of just steered away from medicine in general. My major was still biology, and I was still like working in those classes because I didn't know what else to do. But biology and chemistry was like something that I'm so good at and I'm so blessed to be so talented in. I just lost my drive for that exact goal. So I came to a point, once I like stepped away from wanting to be in the medical field, I wanted to so badly stop college, because I was like, well, biology and chemistry, I'm like, I need those to be in the medical field, but I don't want to be in the medical field no more. So like, what's the point in school? And that was like my junior year of college, and I finished anyway. So I finished with a Bachelor's of Science concentrated in biology and chemistry, and I did graduate from the Prairie View A&M University. I am so glad that I finished. I'm so grateful that I did not give up on myself and I did not give up on that part of my life. So that medical dream is kind of still up in the air, because I still might do something with it in the future, but right now that's not really my focus, I guess, or that's just not really what I'm doing right now. And so I went through kind of like I went through depression. I said I'm gonna keep it real and raw. I went through a depression. I went through a really sad point in my life. I'm probably gonna explain in another video when I have to meditate on it and pray about it to make sure that that's something that I'm supposed to share on this platform. Because I don't just do things like on a whim. I really take my time, and, you know, I want to talk to God about it and make sure that it's the right thing to do before I actually put it out there, because it is a very touchy subject and kind of sacred, like a sacred story to me. So I'll probably touch on that in another video if God puts it on my heart to do so. So I went through this very sad, depressing, like, point in my life where I didn't know if I was supposed to be here. That's how I'm gonna put it. I didn't feel like I had anything to really live for, and I was not happy with myself and with my life, and I just felt like I didn't have a purpose. So that lasted for probably about, well, since my childhood, but like as I got older and I got like aware of it, that probably lasted for about 2 years, maybe 3. And yeah, I got to such a crazy point, such an extreme point, that I had nowhere to turn to. Like, I was still turning to God, but just not in a way that was like encouraging to my spirit. Like, when I was turning to God, I was like praying to not wake up in the morning, you know, like, and it was just not in the way that I eventually did. So forgive me if I like take a while to get the words out. It's just like I like to think about what I'm gonna say before I say it and just really let God speak through me. So I came to a point where I was praying, and I started praying specifically for something to live for. I was crying every single night, praying to God, just begging God just to show me something, to just give me something that I could live for, that I could feel like I want to wake up every day and look forward to doing this. And I had always been saying like, oh, I'm going to shake the world, I'm going to shake the world when I do this. But I just never really did anything with it. It was just something that I said. So I was praying for probably about a week, maybe, specifically asking God to just like, God, reveal my gifts, God, reveal my gifts, God, reveal my purpose, God, please give me something to live for. And I started, believe it or not, I started to have dreams, visions, whatever you want to call it. I started to have dreams, and when I was going to sleep, after I would pray, I would see something, whether it was something that I was supposed to draw or an experience that's gonna happen later in my life. I was seeing things, and when I woke up, like, I don't remember every dream, but these dreams, when I woke up, I had such a vivid picture of it. Like, when I would wake up, I would write it down, or I would draw the picture that God put in my head. And I always like used to doodle in school, but I never knew that I could actually like draw for real. So there was one time I was with my friend, and we were somewhere, and she was doing her work, and I was sitting there with her, helping her organize some things, and she was like, Michaela, can you draw? And I was like, I don't think so. And she was like, here. And she gave me a blank piece of paper, and she told me to draw Mickey Mouse. When I drew the Mickey Mouse, if I find the picture in my phone, I'll put it somewhere in this video to show y'all what the Mickey Mouse looked like. But that was like my first time actually realizing that I could draw. And once I realized it, that was God also answering one of my specific prayers to reveal my gifts to me. And that was one of the gifts. So when God was putting these things on my brain to draw in my dreams, I would wake up and I would doodle. and I would draw them, but all the drawings had to do with, guess what? Shake the World. So yeah, I was drawing these things. I didn't know what I was gonna do with them, and God showed me a really vivid vision of me in a place. I can't reveal all of that to y'all because it's sacred and it has not happened yet, so I won't share quite yet that specific dream, but that was the one where it showed me what Shake the World was meant to do. So I woke up and I went to my mom and I presented this business idea to mom. I really just presented an idea, and my mom is the smartest woman I know. Okay, I'm a little biased, just a little bit, but she's great. She's intelligent, she's so smart, and she also has business knowledge from her years of life and her experiences in her life. So she helped me to put the business behind my ideas, right? So Shake the World. What is Shake the World? By the way, that happened about 2 years ago, 2021. That happened 2 years ago. Really, 2020 is when I started having the dreams. 2021 is when I finally executed, and Shake the World is now 2 years old. So Shake the World, what is it? What is it, girl? So every time I say STW, that means Shake the World, okay? Key. So Shake the World, it just means exploring you, exploring your creativity, just discovering the parts of yourself that are undiscovered, and really digging deep within yourself to explore your creativity, to explore your gifts, and just explore the world and have those experiences to help you find your purpose. And when you're in your purpose and you're living in it, and it literally lives and breathes through you, and that every interaction that you have, you are representing what God puts on your heart, you're shaking the world. And of course, that means without hurting yourself or other people. And when I say God, I don't want y'all to feel like limited by my definition of God, because God, whatever name you call your God, or the person or spirit that you believe in that helps you to be the best version of yourself and to have loving and positive interactions every day, that's what you should see as your God. We don't have to have the same perspective or the same beliefs to be good people. That's what I strongly, strongly believe in, that whatever power is making you be your best and most positive self, and that when you step into a room, you shine your light, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean by God, okay? That is what my God has done for me, and my God is not gonna look like the next person's God, and your God is not gonna look like the next person's God. Like, me and my mother's God doesn't look the same. Me and my brother's God doesn't look the same, and that's okay, because as long as we are us and we're good people at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So yeah, so I started Shake the World, and I actually started it with a clothing brand, as you can see. I'm starting it with clothes, and my clothes are just my art on clothing, and that's all it is. And it's basically to set the foundation, to push it out there, to get people saying it, to get people seeing it, to subconsciously drill it into people's minds and into the world as a whole. So yeah, my clothes are available on the website. The link is down in the description below, and it's also on my channel profile if you would like to maybe look at the clothes or, you know, see what it's about. I'm down for that. See you there. So, my days. What do my days look like working and stuff like that? So, once I graduated college, I took a trip. I took a 3-week trip to, some of y'all know, Costa Rica. I took a 3-week vacation to Costa Rica, and it was life-changing. I'm actually going to share some of my Costa Rica experiences with y'all on this channel. That's going to be a lot of the content that I release is being in Costa Rica, and also the effect that Costa Rica has had on me, my life, and my purpose. So I've been back 3 times since then. And y'all gonna see in the videos. I'm not gonna say too much. Costa Rica changed my life. So I came back and I was working, and it was just, work was taking a lot of my time. It was taking a lot of my energy. It was not leaving me with anything for Shake the World, for my brand. And I kind of got to a point where I was a little discouraged. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little discouraged and like, well, maybe I'm just supposed to, you know, not grow this, and maybe I'm like not doing the right thing, and I just needed reassurance. So it was like constantly God just kept showing me and showing me and showing me and showing me, like, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do. Like, do not stop this. And after my 3rd time coming back from Costa Rica, which wasn't too long ago actually, I just kind of came to the point of realization, like, I'm not going to work anymore. I'm going to take this leap, and I'm gonna just go for something. I'm just gonna go for it. And whatever God puts on my heart to create in my days where I am not working for the man, I'm gonna work for God. And I'm gonna create what God has put on my heart. And I've just been creating and creating and creating and creating what God shows me. So yeah, this is a part of my creation. So, what to expect from the Shake the World channel? So, honestly, I don't want y'all to have no expectations, because expectations create limits, and I do not want to limit myself. But a taste of some of the things that will be going down on this exact channel, you can only find it here, will be my art. And that means painting, drawing, writing, anything that God puts on my heart. I will create videos to show y'all some of the things that I create. So another thing that you will find on this channel, which will actually be next, will be Costa Rica content. Okay? Costa Rica content. Some of y'all been asking me for this on my Instagram. Michaela, let us see the content. 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 Well, guess what? I'm going to let y'all see the content. I'm going to drop the footage. And it's going to be beautiful. I pray that y'all think that it's as beautiful as I think is beautiful. So another thing that you will be able to find on this channel is my perspective. I am just going to be sitting here, me, this wall, this couch, my brain, my perspective, and God. I will be sitting here giving y'all some of the things that I think, some random thoughts that I have, and just sitting and expanding on my perspective of the world and yeah, the things that God puts on my heart. God puts on my heart, God puts on my heart, God puts on my heart. I say that a lot, but it's the truth. If you know, then you know. And if you don't know, you're gonna find out. Okay? So, yeah, honestly, I think that that's all that I wanted to share in this video. And make sure that y'all follow me on Instagram at Shake the World Co. No spaces, no underscores, no nothing. SHAKETHEWORLDCO on Instagram and also Facebook. And I will be posting some videos on there as well. And I also have posts about updates on my clothing and all sorts of things like that, and just new things that I'm going to be dropping. So the link is down in the description. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If you have something on your heart that you want to share in the comments below, please do. And yeah, I just pray that this video gave you some type of joy or just a smile. It doesn't even matter how big or small it is to me, as long as it did something positive for you. And yeah, so that's it, y'all. That wraps up the first video. And if you're not shaking the world, then what you do?